his name is Dr. Carl Harp. Dr. Carl Hopper.
Hoppern.
Hopper.
Hopper. Carl Hopper. Got it.
Carl Harper. Carl Hopper. Hopper.
And what section of town is he in?
He's in
3.
you know what? He's no, I said District 4, but actually no, he's I'm gonna say he's in he's in District 8. That's right, District 8.
District 8. Okay. Nice. Anyways, we'll wait for Snake to come back and we'll
Nice.
follow up on that. Then we will go and see.
Put the date on the...
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Carl Hopper.
Carl Hopper, that's the doctor we're going to go see in District 8, potentially. We could just break into this guy's house.
Feels like we've learned the guy's name. So at that point, just may as well keep pulling at this thread, even though we're always going to get, I don't know, just sent to his tailor next.
Well, that's fine. What kind of trousers? What kind of hem does he like? How low does he have?
Does he like his jeans skinny fit or regular?
Yeah.
His chaps, do they come assless?
Would you say that his ass changed over the course of 4 months? If he believes his ass is nice, we all have to believe his ass is nice. Right. So are we good? Are we done with Judy then?
If you have no more questions for her.
No. Dingo wants to have a quick... Dingo does look at Judy and say, by the way, is your political cartoonist in the moment?
No, we don't run political cartoons. We just run gossip.
Ah, dang it. I had a whole pocket full of ideas that I wanted to run past him, but if you ain't got one, there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately.
Oh, no, most of the newspapers in the cities import those.
Who's in charge of importing those comic books that you get?
Just go to any other publishing house.
Viz Media. I'll go chat to them.
Yeah, no, there's a series of things, but what you really want is like the indie published stuff, you know, not through the big things. Like that's where you get the really good stuff.
The indie newspaper magazine.
No,
indie newspaper comics.
Alternative Garfield.
So, any comics you can recommend for Lena?
I mean, yeah. You want a list?
Boku no Pico.
I guess while we're waiting.
Kodomo no Jikan.
No, she's into the boys club stuff. So yes, Boku no Pico, I guess actually, but that's boys love, right? I feel like I don't know.
Sure, of a kind.
Small boys. Yeah.
I mean, boys love it.
Yeah, no, but I'd say Boku no Pico very much falls into the boys love genre. It loves boys.
Oh no. Pico no Boko.
That was actually one of the newspaper strip ideas that Dingo was going to pass on, but that's okay.
Oh, that's some deep lore about.
On your way to District 8 to meet Dr. Carl Hopper.
Carl Hopper.
Yeah.
I guess we look for a hospital. Wait, we look for a doctor's or a hospital? We look for the Red Cross sign, which is a universal sign even in Hemlock for doctors.
Yeah. So yeah, going through District 8, this is a very there's a lot more sort of roustabouts here. Some very kind of unsavory looking types. A lot of dingy shops selling wares that look a little sus.
Oh, Among Us, nice.
Yeah, they look like Among Us.
All right, I'm gonna go start a Twitter thread.
And that's where you find, and eventually, yeah, you come across just like a dingy little building that with a symbol of a watch on its door, saying Dr. Carl Hopper.
Oh fuck!
Carl Hopper, arm chopper.
Dr. Carl Harper.
Like
Dr.
the
Carl Hopper.
hypnosis watch. Fuck.
Dr. Carl Hopper, hypnotherapist.
Ah, yeah! Awesome. All right, we're heading in, boys and Felina. We're heading in.
And Sullivan.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Sylvana's
yeah.
still
Don't forget
Sylvana with a fucking whopper in her hand. Like, what took you so long?
In you go.
In we go. What does it smell like?
Clocks.
It's.
Does it smell like incense?
Hmm. No, it doesn't
No,
have
this
an
ain't
incense.
Mooners Island. It don't smell
No.
like incest here.
I'm gonna say it's got the smell of
Warm leather.
no, it's got the smell of an indoor swimming pool.
Oh, chlorine.
that's-
Yeah.
It smells
Wow.
of chlorine, and there's no chlorine to
dear.
be found. So
I don't like the smell of
But there is a
The-
bunch of children with verrucas on their feet. Waiting to
Yeah.
go in.
the waiting room does not have a receptionist. It seems to be a one-man band.
People are just
Uh,
constantly wet. in there.
There is there's a sign that just says if you need care, knock 3 times.
Okay, I guess Hero goes over and knocks 3 times.
But we don't need care, we need information.
So, that's the same thing, isn't it?
And yeah, you hear some movement, and then the door opens, and there is in a sort of dirty, in a sort of very dirty sort of like doctor's lab coat with like a that
Stethoscope.
no, not a stethoscope, that head mirror that they have on usually.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Dr. Mario. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what the
With just sort of he has like a sort of flower necklace on as well.
To show you that he's a
Yeah.
to show you that he's a holistic doctor, but he's dressed as a surgeon.
And his
I like
room
this
has
guy.
just a bunch of knickknacks in it. Like there's like a bunch, like there's there's just like a bunch of like stuff on the wall. There's a lot of doctorates with his
Listen,
name on it. And he welcomes you and says, "Hello. You're here for you're here for care. You're here for care. You need you got wounds. You got trauma. You got something you got to forget. Something you got to remember. I'm your man."
Dingo
Actually,
steps
we have
back because
information.
Hero not 3 times.
We
Yes,
have-
we have a great
yeah.
big gaping wound of knowledge.
Yeah.
I can
That
help
one-
you remember anything you've forgotten, and a few things you didn't.
That's
Well,
good, because that means, well, yes, I need you to help me remember a few things I never knew.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Maybe
You're
for me?
here for hypnotic suggestion. Wonderful. All right.
no.
hold on.
No. Can we
He wa-
let's go
He
for a
walks into his office and just says, "Step right in."
This guy doesn't walk, he
Like,
glides
just
everywhere.
Angelo, like, before he walks through the threshold of his door, just like says, "Now, doctor, I just want you to be aware that rather than hypnotherapy, why don't we go for a more analog method of communicating information?"
I don't know, this is pretty analog.
Hey,
Oh,
do you have any clocks? Or what? No, watches, not clocks.
I certainly do.
Oh, you guys have a clock, don't you?
Not
Oh, you got-
anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah,
We
damn.
need a watch, even though I don't think we
You
need. I
might
think
see
we're
there's a few
beyond the
clocks
point of
on the
needing a
wall.
watch.
And of course, if you're talking about this, and he just unfurls a hand, and like he opens his hand, and just like a hanging watch unfurls, like that he uses to swing around. He looks like he's very proud of being able to produce that without anyone seeing it.
I'm gonna
Hero does
I'm
clap.
gonna take a shot. Gonna hit one of my Gerwig desire potions.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Very nice.
You're still on this train.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
that-
throwing out as a reminder. Like, we're also in the situation, if he doesn't get his clock and his watch back, like, his delusions say, like, the city's going to explode.
Mhm.
Like,
Wait,
I
what?
don't know.
I did forget that detail, so not that I was judging your decision to do that. I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea.
But we are we ourselves are a bit beyond the point of the watch, but that is a good
Right.
fallback.
So yeah, there is a bit. There's a bit of a glow coming from it, but there's a glow coming from everything in the city.
Okay, so it's not like there's no distinct glow from
Yeah.
anything. Okay.
Yeah, he sits down and just says, "All right, so let's get started." And he sort of like flicks his wrist and gets the watch back in his hand.
Oh, all right, I volunteer for this craziness
Angelo,
if
you
it comes
don't-
to it.
I volunteer as
Angelo.
tribute.
Who knows what he'll do?
It's fine. I can handle some light brainwashing.
He might put you on. He might put you under and put a ribbon around your penis. Don't do
Okay,
this.
I'll
Can we
keep.
just ask him about like
Yeah, we can.
That's if we
Previous
can't get information in any other way.
why?
Why?
Listen, we're here for a former patient of yours.
Oh,
Very direct. Yeah.
what'd he do?
He banned us
He's
from the,
delusional.
he tried to ban us from the city.
Oh, well,
It's
clearly it
succeeded.
didn't work.
I mean-
listen,
we
as
found
from what we've been
loophole.
told by a rather obsessive fan of the man, you used to treat Prince Gerwig.
Prince Gerwig.
Or maybe just
If you don't
We
quite,
should
if you don't
tribute
quite,
to jog his memory.
if you don't quite recall him, then he's a man who recently, as of 4 months ago, moved into a nice new mansion.
Somewhere
That
in
does
Wisconsin.
ring a bell. That does ring a bell. Do you have
he
a
may
picture?
not.
Do we? We
yes.
still have our newspapers.
Yeah, we
right?
should. Yeah.
Yeah, we show
Yeah.
the picture.
All right. Yeah, he says, "Oh, him. Yes. Yeah, he's missed 4 appointments."
4 points.
So
oh
you were
my.
seeing. So you knew him earlier than 4 months ago.
Yes. I've known him for 6, I'd say.
Oh,
You know
Only
him-
two,
you-
only
So
2 extra
you've
months.
treated
Okay.
him for 2 months, and he's been missing appointments for 4 months. To be clear.
Oh no, he's been missing appointments for 4 months. He missed 4 appointments this month.
Huh.
Huh.
So you've known him for how many months?
He's known him for half a year.
Yes. Okay.
About half a year, I'd say.
So
And
he was
when's
coming.
the last time you saw him?
4 weeks ago.
Hmm.
Or 4 sessions ago.
Well,
No.
that would have been.
This party's only
Oh,
lasted
cool.
for 3 sessions, so he hasn't seen
That
him
would
in
have
a
been
couple of
about. That
years.
would have
Yeah,
been
I got
5.
confused.
Well, let's see. That would have been a little over 4 months ago.
4 months ago. Oh god, these are so many dates to keep in my head.
So
It's like-
you used to treat this man. Could you tell us anything about him? It's rather important.
Oh, are you related then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, we're not.
Yes.
We're not.
Yes.
Like Angelo,
Getting mixed
Angelo
messages
like picks hero.
We're not all of us. All 4 of us aren't related to each other, but I'm related to him. So's he.
When I
Then
say
I
they're,
used to-
they're,
I used to-
relate,
I
we're
used to be
related
his
to him in
bookie.
we're related to him in different senses. Some biologically, some just by happenstance. In the
Oh,
grand
then.
cosmic soup of eventualities and things happening, yes, we are related to him. But others aren't.
This boy here is his son, and it's
But
very
no,
important
not.
to him that he knows where he wants to know more about his dad.
Oh, don't.
No, well, he's not my dad.
Yes, he is.
God.
When he says no, he's not. Angelo's gonna cause a big gust of wind to blow the window open.
Oh my god.
Felina's face is just in her hands at this point.
Yeah. Well, this is a basket case, isn't it?
You should know. You're the hypnotist.
Basket.
All right.
case.
Line up. He produces his watch.
No,
I-
we're just asking
Felina
questions,
points a
Mama.
thumb at Hero. He does actually need severe help.
No, she does.
Jesus Christ, Hero.
Listen, this boy here just needs to know more about his dad. Can't you,
That-
you know,
not- he's
can we
not
have a,
my-
can't we have a look at his paperwork just to see, you know, why he
I don't
started
keep
coming here?
paperwork.
Why don't you go with? Didn't you go with?
Not
Farina? She's
what
younger.
kind of doctor? What kind of doctor doesn't keep paperwork about his
The
patients?
kind of doctor that can't afford paper.
Rooms made out of newspaper. It's just collapsing.
He's just writing to people online. Help me with my budgets. Paper, $0. Watches, $500,000.
Okay.
There's notes written all the way up it, but it's smudged as fuck.
Okay, look, better question. Did he, like, have any
Coughing into
delusions
his
or anything? Was he talking about anyone trying to curse him, or was he
Oh
messing
yes,
with anyone?
mild form. Oh yes, mild form of schizophrenia. It's the reason he's been seeing me, or was
Right.
seeing me.
Was he specifically talking, were any of his delusions specifically, did he talk to you about someone maybe placing a curse on him, or having caught the animosity of some witches, or anything like that?
Oh no, never. That never came up.
What did you give him to treat his schizophrenia?
Oh well, his schizophrenia was triggered by a trauma, and you see, the trauma happened actually 5 years ago.
Okay, and what was this
What
trauma?
happened?
It's such
Like
a
I said,
sad-
his son really needs to know this.
it is a sad story. I recommend you sit down. It'll make you look at it.
No, I can-
It's like there's no chair, so he just falls over. He just collapses.
I can stand up.
I can stand and bear it.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So about 5 years ago, he was
Bruges.
I see, around 5 years ago. Oh, this poor man. He was by himself in living on his lonesome in a abandoned warehouse in District 2, and that's when there was there was a vicious bear attack. A bear broke into the city, and a bear started ravaging through this area. Some new police people came around
Nice.
and just started
Pepsi, you son of a bitch.
tried to deal with it. In the process, the bear ran into a warehouse, busted up where he was living, and he witnessed a few maulings. And then he was mauled himself. The bear
Jesus.
took out
And-
the bear,
and he
the
became
bear
more.
took out the bear took out a few other homeless people, killed them right out.
A
But
few
then he was
other
just left with
homeless
a bear
people.
wound. The police people, who there were quite a few of them, which is rare for them to tackle a situation like that with such efficiency. Well, they did leave a few people dead, I suppose, but they just left as soon as the bear was tamed. They tamed the bear. They didn't kill it. That was something that he was very he was very concerned about that. He thought the bear might come back for him. So he went. He was just lying on the ground, bleeding out. The police just left with the bear, and the warehouse.
I feel like this is a reference to something, but that's
this
okay.
is a-
Was
this is
this
a
Party
fucking-
One's fault? Did we cause this? Did, like,
No,
Marissa
this
fucking
was
Damien-
part. This was party 2, I think. This was
This was
Taz's.
Yes.
yes,
Taz's
this is
bear.
party too.
Yeah.
That's 4
Empty.
years ago, not 5 years ago.
Hey, this guy can't afford paper. He's not gonna get everything, right?
Yeah.
He remembers the bear.
Nice
though.
spout war.
No. Anyway.
Felina can't
Felina
outlaw
says
the
that
bear.
was 4 years ago.
Okay, cool. Anyway,
Thanks.
so yeah, the warehouse he was living in, he's dying there, bleeding out, bear claw wound, and then Scribloosh warehouse falls on top of him. Don't know how he lived, but he wound up wandering the streets for a while. Got in with he got in with the mob at one point because he had to pay to
Alright, how
get
did
his
Party
wound
3
healed.
ruin his life?
He had his wound healed, but he got into medical debt, and to pay off the medical debt, he had to do grunt work for the mob. But the trauma activated this form of schizophrenia within him, so he was not a very reliable mobster. So he was always passed over, barely ever made enough to live. Eventually, he spent several years with the mob. Finally, he went in on this little bit of grunt work with some friends, and that was when went to do a drug deal, and that got busted by that vigilante girl, the bullet one.
It's Oliver.
She had these blades of hers, and it triggered a repressed memory of that bear attack, and it re-traumatized him. And so after
just
that
like
incident,
staring at like eyes wide, like big white bird, just
all of
nodding.
this.
and so yeah, those blades triggered the repressed memory of bear claws. He got the idea that it was bear claws, and he ran out. He left the mob. He cashed out all of his coin, and he just started wandering the streets again. And that's when he ran into me, and that's when I started giving him the therapy. You see, to circumvent those schizophrenic episodes, I developed a new therapy that would replace those delusions of his with powerful, deep-rooted suggestions, hypnotic suggestions. For example, he had this belief that the bear was going to come back for him at any time. So I implanted a deep hypnotic suggestion to tell him bears are not real. And then...
What?
That's not a solution.
Yeah. He would
Dingle
often,
his hands up like, no, let him go. Let's see where this goes.
he would often have these delusions that the mob was going to come to get him, and so I implanted a deep hypnotic suggestion. He was never in the mob.
Okay,
Oh my God.
that's kind of nice, I guess.
But if the mob was after him, that's
Oh wait.
It was a schizophrenic delusion. Of course they weren't.
okay.
Dingo puts his hand up to stop the guy for a second, and he goes, "How was he paying you for any of this?"
Well, he handled he handled the other patients.
Oh,
Excuse me?
He handled the other patients?
Yeah, I needed a clerk, and now I haven't had one for a few months. Now.
Okay. That's a much better.
okay. Yeah,
Yes.
Continue.
Yes, do
No,
go on.
hold on. When he was working for you as a cleric, did you ever do like
Cleric.
P45 for him, any kind of paperwork for him being your employee?
No.
Okay,
You can't
continue.
call someone a cleric in a fantasy setting. I know it's an office term, but come on, we're in a.
He had a big cross on his hat.
So, we with various every time he would have a delusion, I would give him a deep hypnotic suggestion that would counteract the delusion with much more grounded. Basically, I would hypnotically suggest reality into him, and the therapy has never failed. He's kept going. He's kept on. He's improved his life dramatically. He did pick up a drinking problem, but a lot of people have that. That's a normal problem to have. So I consider that a success in and of itself.
I'll drink to that.
That doesn't
Just knock
mean
it
it's
back.
okay. You should
but-
Anyway,
after a particularly stressful day, I had a normal regular session with him, scheduled the next session. He went straight to that new bar that opened. I told him he should visit if he was so down on himself. Which I know you shouldn't tell an alcoholic to go drink alcohol, but like what, my time was up. So, but he.
My new favorite character.
This guy's great.
he went to that bar, drank a lot. Haven't seen him since. Also
What was the name of the bar?
Gerwig's.
It was called what now?
The bar's name was Gerwig's.
What was the patient's name?
Damn my paperwork. Okay.
You
You don't have paperwork because you don't have paper.
you told an alcoholic to go to a bar?
Started with a W.
Well,
Started
you
with a
know
W.
he'll like it.
George
That's
W.
called
Bush.
medication.
His
What's that?
name was. I
Richard.
want to say Wesley.
Snipes.
You want to say Wesley?
I remember it being.
No
a
one
Wesley.
wants to say Wesley.
I
That's
remember
the-
seeing a Wesley.
Are you
That's
sure
not
it
true.
was
Wilson
him?
Fisk wanted to say Wesley a lot more than he got.
But yeah, he went there. Drank. I'm assuming he drank, or he might not have gone. I don't know. I just never saw him after that night. But then I heard he got himself a fucking mansion. So, the therapy has never failed.
Oh
You
my
know,
god.
you can't really. This Carl Hopper guy, he's got some ideas.
I like Carl Hopper because the speed that you were doing his delivery, I imagined he sounded like Ben Shapiro. Hypothetically, this
Have
guy.
we done here?
I have a really stupid idea to maybe get a bit more information out of this guy, but
What's your idea?
Dingo was going to trick him by asking, "I've always wanted to do hypnosis, and can you show me?" And then he was going to say, "Can I have a go?" And then he was going to hypnotize this guy using the
Oh, I
technique
have
that
a better
just
idea.
taught him. Oh, you're going to pop in his head.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, if we're doing that then, right, so if nothing else then, hey, Mr. Or Mr. Dr. Hopper.
Dr. Hopper. Dr. Carl Hopper.
Yeah, thanks for the help. Felina, like, reaches out her hand to shake.
I haven't hypnotized you, so I don't know what you're thanking me for.
Well, you have.
Felina
In a
just,
weird
like,
way,
jumps
you have.
forward and, like, grabs his face.
Okay.
My face.
I'm
Having a
going
bit
to
of a-
try and possess him.
Okay.
What?
Dingo
Oh,
isn't
my.
sure what
Oh,
to
there
do
we
because he's
go.
never seen this before.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
oh my.
he has not.
Angelo just looks and says, "Don't worry, she knows what she's doing."
I don't think she does.
So you see Felina just lunge forward, grab his face, and all of a sudden, like, Felina kind of, like, goes limp, just starts collapsing, and
Oh,
Dr.
Hero's
Hopper,
gonna
like, catches her, you know, as she falls
what?
forward.
Oh,
and
okay,
just
you catch him.
hoists her up over his shoulder, and just,
Oh.
we should probably check out, you know, Gerwig Place for a research.
Does this guy sound like Carl Hopper or does it sound
Yeah,
like Felina?
He sounds like Carl Hopper.
Okay, yeah, no. Dingo doesn't know what the fuck. Like, he is very confused by this. Unless somebody's going to explain what's going on, he's probably going to attack Carl
Dr.
Hopper.
Hopper, like, walking past him, just sort of, like, gives him a little wink, you know, flashes.
No, that doesn't help. That doesn't help.
And
at all.
says, told you I had tricks.
Silvana says
Okay,
out,
there we go. Clever.
you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't just do that willy-nilly to people, you know?
Okay, so
We spoke to him for a
I've
Do
few
you
realized-
have
for
a good
few minutes.
reason for doing this?
yes, I do. And part of it, so I've realized a flaw in the plan, as it were. Remember that whole idea about, you know, like, convincing him that he didn't have, you know, a curse, and so then he wouldn't, or wouldn't have. He already doesn't know he has a curse.
Mm-hmm.
He just has delusions. So
Yes.
that's stupid and doesn't work. Whoever came up with that, probably Hero.
No, it was you.
It was you.
Doesn't sound like the truth. Anyway.
We have recording. We were all there.
I-
So, alright, so,
You go to
alright,
jail.
so, okay, so what's the revised plan?
Well, this guy was like his hypnotist therapist. Maybe.
Well, my
like,
immediate plan
you know,
is
would be
let's.
more suggestible to this guy. And,
Yeah, that's
you
the
know,
point. If we get
rocks-
him in the prison,
rocks-
then
That's a
Yeah.
really good idea.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
turn out his. Let's
Here
turn
I
out
am.
his office though.
Good
Well,
idea. True.
yeah.
Great. I can't believe that got me so down. I didn't even think to do that.
You're
Thank
not
you,
going
Dingo.
to be stealing from there.
That
Silvana
I'm
stands
not
up.
stealing. I'm investigating.
If you
him.
don't need it, you leave it.
Listen, he already said he doesn't have paperwork, so we're going to look, but we probably, I mean, what is there to steal? He's a quack hypnotherapist. What, are we going to steal his watches?
They
yes.
might help hypnotizing.
I mean, well, then we'll just
Sure.
use it, but then give it back to him. Also, Hero kind of waves his hand in front of Felina's face, or Dr. Hopper's face. Can he see what's going on?
Oh no, I don't think so. I got him pretty good. Like sometimes I
I
can,
got
but
him
that's like if
pretty
I like,
good.
you know.
Yeah,
If I
Angelo
like-
just like starts rifling through drawers.
Actually, Hero starts knocking on Dr. Hopper's noggin. Hey, Dr. Hopper, you in
Ow.
there?
Why are you doing that? Stop. No. If he was here, he'd be like talking. I've suppressed his mind.
Dingo looks at
That's
Sylvana.
creepy.
He's very confused.
That's very creepy, Felina. You shouldn't do that to people.
He's basically just asleep. We all have dreams, Hero.
I mean, Felina, I don't think this is... Oh, God, this sounds skeevy.
Angela, roll discern realities.
Alright, I am a bad person for this one. But I did it.
Not in this
I got
case.
Questions, since you're rifling through the
Okay,
room.
what here is useful or valuable to me?
Useful or valuable to you? let's see.
Dear pesky plumbers.
Actually, I'll quickly be right back, but go ahead.
All right. So let's see. Useful or valuable to you? Let's see. There is one of his one of his hypno watches.
Angelo just kind of like pulls that out and just kind of like holds it up to Felina / Dr. Hopper and just quick think fast whips it to her.
What is it?
One of his hypno watches.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how to use it?
Oh, you know what? Okay. I look at it and I'm going to discern realities though. Looking at these watches.
Okay.
Oh, I needed.
Snake still has 2 other questions.
Oh,
so.
sorry.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I think that's already a pretty good gain. What should I be on the lookout for?
Let's see. You should be on the lookout for anything that finding any like looking around like you see like there are a few books he has, probably like a few of them there might be clues on how to do hypnosis.
Okay,
Excellent.
perfect. Yeah.
There's probably like just sort of a quick primer book that you can grab and flip through when you have the time.
Yeah, okay. Angelo will have a look into that. And
Lol,
then,
just wing it.
Alright, I'm gonna throw it to the party. What happened here recently, or who's really in control here? What should I go
Who's
with?
really in control here?
Just in case he has any... Yeah, okay, who's really in control here? Yeah. I feel that's an oddball question for this one.
Because we kind of already know what happened here recently, because the last thing this guy saw of him was he told him to go to Gearwigs, and that was that.
Let's see. Who's really in control here? So you're looking around. It looks like. Well, let's tie this into the book on hypnotherapy, on hypnosis and all that.
It's a VHS tape called "How to Seduce Women Through Hypnosis."
It looks like hypnosis. It looks like the fact that he has like his office is really cluttered with just a lot of like random shit. And you get in looking at the book, it looks like hypnosis with the way that with the hypnosis magic that he uses cares a lot about the subject's state of mind and what having them focus on something else, focusing what subjects that they can easily visualize, and that's probably why there's a bunch of shit in the room.
Right.
So there's like it could be almost that control is sort of loose in general here.
Okay, so who's in control in here is ill-defined.
Very ill-defined. Like, there's just so much shit here. Like that,
you can't focus on any one thing and can easily create focus.
It's a gamble as to whether or not, like, he's in control half the time.
What were you laughing about, Sid?
Yeah, okay. Angelo just picks over and he starts very quickly speed reading through one of these manuals and just oddly just pouring through it very, very quickly, and then just, I don't much care for hypnosis. Find it a rather disturbing form of magic, but if this guy can put it to good use, I suppose why not, though. I don't know. He's
I don't know, it sounds like something you can easily corrupt and use for evil.
Well, he's telling one of his alcoholic patients to go drinking, so...
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Not exactly the nicest guy.
I wouldn't exactly call you the good doctor, Angelo says, looking at Felina, currently inhabiting the body of the good doctor.
Felina's grabbing his belly.
But if you need a primer on how to do hypnosis, which might come in handy in the near future, then I can run you through it. This book is Yeah, Angelo just kind of holds up. It's something.
Felina, takes it, glances at it. Cool.
Frankly,
Cool.
we've gone along on this investigation, but I'd have rather been in that prison a few hours ago sorting him out.
It's getting a bit late too. Like,
So
are we
you've
going
got your 3 questions, right?
Yeah, and
do.
Felina has hers, so now Angelo's done
Yeah,
his
yeah.
bit.
So looking at these hypnotism watches, what does my new body remember about this? Like, I'm curious if these are just any old, watches.
They're specially made. They are imbued with like a hypnosis sort of. They're imbued with a sort of magic, an enchantment of sorts.
Okay, other ones. What here is useful or valuable to me?
So as far as what here is useful or valuable to you, I'm gonna say that. Let's see. He mentioned some of the suggestions he put in. Like putting in a deep hypnotic suggestion that bears don't exist. And that he was never in the mob. He actually has clippings. He has some of the stuff around the office. He has like a bear figure, and he also has like a just sort of like newspaper clipping of mob activity.
Interesting. Okay.
And with what Angelo just figured out that this guy might not always be the one in control here.
Yeah. So with one last, curious, inspecting this thing. Oh wow. Well,
This is
I
the
have to call Hero over. So.
Oh.
Damn sweet.
Hero is currently hypnotized. He was just staring at the watch you were holding.
Yeah, hypnotized Hero and it worked.
Like hanging down. I wonder if this and looks over and Hero's eyes have already just glazed over.
Hero's collapsed on the floor in a heap. What were you gonna ask him to do?
I was gonna try and see if I could get the hypnotism, if I could do hypnotism, or if he had some special power. And
Right.
Hero seemed like the easiest to do a basic, simple,
It's a good tweet, James. It's a good tweet.
Oh yeah, no, I thought you'd like that.
Yeah. That tweet is for me.
Yeah, I thought I saw it and I said, yeah, that's the snake tweet. Dingo's got an idea for a backup plan, which is this guy doesn't think bears exist, right? Do bears actually exist in Terrebonne, though, is the question.
Well, one was in town a few years ago, but it was enough of an issue that the police had to be called, and a previous player party came running in.
Could we find a druid?
I mean, how buff is Dingo? He's kind of a bear.
I was thinking of a guy who could actually turn into a bear, like a druid, to fuck with the guy.
It would have been
That'd be
fucked
good
up
fun.
if that was a transformed man bear, and then we used a magic spell to tame it. That would be so fucked up.
Like he turns back into a human being and he's just like docile as fuck. Or he can't turn back.
Maybe we could get an essence of bear transformation.
Neo, please tell me that Pepsi wasn't a druid temporarily transformed.
Let's go Pepsi!
Pepsi wasn't secretly human, don't worry.
Pepsi has a character sheet.
It was the bear was named Pepsi because the way we named it was Neo just random paged on Wikipedia and we took the first thing he saw as the
which is like
He's
Pepsi
smarter
Max.
than the average bear. Has
That's
hugs and bosses. Get your bearings.
But yeah, that's my idea. Let's find a druid who can turn into a bear and fuck with this guy. But...
Why does Pepsi have a pleasure idol that can do
Oh yeah, that thing.
Explain that to me.
Please
That
remind
was
me.
just stored there. If you go to sleep with it, it gives you vivid, very vivid dreams.
And what? And you wake up with like a +1 forward or something.
No, you just have a very, very, very vivid dreams.
Is this pleasure?
Alright,
Is this
Best for that.
is this pleasure toast in a picnic basket?
Sweet. Okay,
Yeah.
so Felina, just to ask her last question. Hey, Hero, come here.
Okay.
And then Felina just holds up, a watch in front of him. And for my last question, what would my new body do in this situation? How does this work?
Well, you would ask Hero to focus on the watch and to focus on your voice as you start swaying it from side to side.
Well, Hero isn't gonna fall
So
for that.
I start saying the watch. Hey, look at this watch. What's it doing?
Huh? What, this watch?
Yeah, watch it.
It's doing
See
the
it swing back and forth?
Yeah, I'm seeing it swinging back and
You're
forth.
listening to me, right? Listen to my voice, and you're watching the watch swing.
Yeah.
Is there more
What do
to
you-
it? Is it working?
Hero, as you're looking at it, you're starting to feel a little sleepy.
Yeah, I
and
don't know.
drowsy.
Man, it's been a long day. We should
Alright.
probably head back
This
home.
is collapse.
And then your body would tell, and then what your body would do would be to say, when I snap my fingers, you're going to be open to me,
Oh,
and then
no.
snap your fingers,
I say
What the
that.
Wait,
Alright,
what are
and
you
then-
talking about?
Right?
and then
What
you
are you
snap
ta-
your fingers.
Okay, so yeah, I repeat that, say those words, and then snap.
Okay, Hero, your mind just kind of like
Okay,
you're just kind
how
of, you're just
Neo,
kind of out.
here's how it goes. Like, hey, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So yeah, Hero's
And-
just sort of open mouthed, like
So I need a item, right? Like I need a physical
yeah.
Okay.
You need something so you can easily visualize,
Okay, so I hold up
and then you
my
give him a
body.
suggestion about it.
I hold up Felina and just say, Hero, you want to pay for Felina's meals as much as possible.
I don't want to do that.
And then snaps her fingers again, I assume to end it.
Yeah, just you have to drive it home, snap your fingers
Okay.
again, and now roll wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Oh no.
Okay, epic. So
Hero, you
No,
want
I
to
don't
pay for
like
your
epic.
meals.
Hero,
Yeah.
she snaps her fingers, and you wake up.
No.
You have been implanted with a hypnotic suggestion.
Okay.
It isn't the one she intended.
Every time we
Okay.
say the word bungalow, you have to kill the president.
Actually, as soon as Hero wakes up, he just goes, Felina, what the fuck? What the
I
actual
could listen
fuck?
with my power. I could say kill all the nines, and
Well, I mean, looks like I can get this hypnotism thing to working, so that's a good sign
what did
for
you do?
Gary there.
Angelo, Dingo, what did you do to me?
I wasn't paying attention, I was smoking.
Yeah. So yeah, Hero, you have been implanted with a hypnotic suggestion, but I mean, unless it comes up, I'm not going to say what it is because you wouldn't know. You wouldn't. know
Every
that
time
it
you
was-
say the word code yellow, remove HP.
just be aware that I might fuck you at some point.
Yeah, no, Hero.
Say, does this guy look like Adam Coble, the doctor?
James, that's how you should have opened your campaign. Instead of saying, guys, trust me, just say, at some point, I might fuck
I'm
you.
going to. That's how I'm going to do the third one,
I think
and at
that's
some
why
point
it
you
was
will
said
be.
when Milkshake was added as an NPC.
Hero turns around like. No, he goes, Felina, undo what you just did.
I don't know how to undo it.
What
I
do you
used
know?
up I used up my discern realities question.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Hero. I did only give her an introductory guide to hypnosis, not an introductory guide to de-hypnosis.
Don't worry, I didn't do anything that I couldn't have already convinced you to do.
I'm sorry. but I physically could not stop her.
I'm far too concerned about Prince Gerwig to think about anything else.
Yeah, I would have practiced on Sylvana, but I assume she would have just like assaulted me the second I looked at her with the watch. So you know,
Sylvana just like tilts her head and like just like annoyed.
Savannah's been playing a fucking Game Boy for the last 10 minutes.
Still fucking on Candy Crush, just
Yeah.
the GameCube mobile.
The Shame Cube. Speaking of the Shame Cube, what do we hope to say? What's next?
Should we go to the prison or to his house? I think we've got enough to go to the prison.
There's not really like I was thinking go to his house to get basically what we got from this guy. So I was either going to say that or we go to Gerwig's the bar to see if they have like magic potions or whatever. But that would be
or to find out the history of, you know, Wesley
Snipes.
I just think how he got the curse where, you know, we understand the impressions, but it's how those started manifesting in reality, according to that one guy that we're assuming is real. But
it's a shame you didn't hypnotize him into thinking that he is actually Gerwig's son. So whenever we do bring that up, you'll just say, "Yeah, that's right."
Hey, hero.
Hero, look at this other watch.
I need a thing for that though. Like we need a physical thing for him to.
It's alright. It's no problem. Oh, well.
Okay, what do you want now?
Oh, wow, you're really gonna just go with that again? Okay. No, we can't do it. We need like a physical item to like hypnotize you for that. Some other time.
Dingo draws a picture of this guy as Hero's dad. I'm put it in a framed picture.
He draws a picture of him as his dad.
Yeah.
No, Hero just goes, no.
While Hero's actual dad, like, will just be erased out of existence once you tell him.
Ah, shit.
Hey, Angelo, actually, wait, hold on. And Felina tosses him back the watch. You try hypnotizing Hero.
No!
I don't quite think this is a... I don't quite think that's a good thing.
What's your turn, Angie? I'm gonna have it go as well.
Hear me out. Because I just did it in this guy's body. It would still probably be better to have him, since, you know, Gerwig would, like, you know...
No. Actually...
Or whatever. But it's valuable to know if this, you know... If anyone could do it, like if you could do it, or if Dingo could do it, I don't know. You're.
Oh, great! Then you're volunteering to be a test subject, then, Felina.
No,
good. I guess we won't be able to try.
No, Hero, because I'm in his body, so I need to be able to maintain psychic domination over. If I get hypnotized, who knows what will happen?
So
one way to find out.
I'm sorry, I can't try and hypnotize another person.
See, Angelo here is a good person who considers others' feelings.
It's nothing quite to do with that. Angelo just kind of like underarms the watch back to Felina. Sorry, I can't do that. Someone.
It's in my backstory.
Dingo, you wanna give it a whack?
Dingo shakes his head back and forth. No.
We
know it works fully. You know, there's no point doing it again.
Okay, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like an innate thing to this guy's voice or something.
Actually, that is a fair point.
Yeah, I just want to test to see if it can work, you know, in someone else's body.
You just spout lore.
Oh, okay.
You're just so exasperated, like.
Oh no, that's an important thing to know.
The scientific method in character stuff. Nah, fuck it, just rolls about lore.
Just shut up. Just shut up, everybody.
Okay, so yeah, you know that hypnotic watches tend to they're their own thing. It just takes practice to use them.
Okay.
Don't think this is the watch that... No, we've already gone over that.
Yes.
Okay,
Revenant.
cool. So if I hop back into my own body, or if we lost this guy's body, let him go, I could still probably, or I could still at least, have a chance at hypnotizing.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
cool.
So are we going to just, like, Weekend at Bernie's Felina through the rest of this, then?
We can leave her body somewhere. As long as it's not in a cart that's barreling down a hill, I think
No,
she'll be
wait,
okay.
but wait. Here's a question: does the curse that she has to be near?
Oh,
does she has
fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. And even if it's connected to, like, my mind and not my body, well, what happens if I get forced out of this body and all of a sudden I wake up wherever we left my body and I'm like a mile away from Silavana? So I think we kind of got to keep my body around. I'd much rather not, but...
Alright, I
You're
got
going
it.
to
So
be carrying
Angelo,
your
Angelo
body.
looks around and he's like, is there like a tarp or anything in here?
There's window curtains.
Okay, well, it'll have to do. Angelo pulls down the window curtains. Right, well, we can't just be carrying you over your back for
It's
the...
a rug.
So I appreciate the idea, but I feel like carrying, like, what's obviously, like, a limp body wrapped up in, like, a carpet or curtains or something is a lot more suspicious than just carrying a sleeping person, I'm gonna say.
Really? They're
Really?
both pretty sus.
I don't think it is, but okay.
I don't know. I feel like you carry someone wrapped up in something that's like, oh, they're carrying, like, they're disposing of a body.
Neo, you
Well,
want us
the
to roast
idea is
more on that?
the idea is that you wrap it up so that it could be not a body.
Mhm.
I guess we can try.
There are
Roll a
plenty of
carpet.
things that could, just-
All right. Yeah, I guess, Felina, like, rolls up her body as compactly as possible. We'll just bundle it up in a sack.
Puts it in a barrel, like in a wood barrel.
Honestly, that would have been better if we could have just boxed it
who's
up and
carrying?
carried in a box. And just use the curtain just as, like, packing peanuts, essentially.
This is very weird. Dingo will carry it, I guess. Even though he's got a -1 in strength, so
No,
maybe
I
he
mean,
shouldn't.
no, Angelo can carry it. Angelo
Well, my thought was if it was in a
strong
barrel, we could just put it on the floor and just roll it along.
Actually, Snake, what is Angelo?
Not
Snake,
rolling my body in a fucking barrel.
Roll out the barrel.
Angelo has a 2 in strength.
Oh,
Fuck!
you're
Why is he so strong?
Because he spent the last 3 years at a fighting school.
Okay,
God.
no, he's stronger than Hero, so yeah, you can carry Felina's body.
And he has dad issues, so he's just buff as fuck.
I mean, he's like wiry strong, you know?
Oh, right.
But he's more narratively strong than actually, like...
Oh, right, yeah, no.
I mean, more mechanically strong than, like, narrative... Like, he's not buff, he's just, got good...
Until he takes his shirt off.
Okay,
and
so
he's
we're
like
going
Jet Li.
to Gerwig's bar or
I think
the
Gerwig's bar.
okay.
Oh, if we take a barrel into Gerwig's bar now, there's a fun scenario.
Oh, no.
They think it's beer.
Okay, so yeah, off to Gerwig's bar, which you kind of have to look around for. So going around, it's actually very hard to find it. You ask a few people where Gerwig's bar is, and eventually you get an answer that, oh, Gerwig's bar, that closed 4 months ago.
It what?
What?
Yeah, it was a new bar, and then they closed it. The building's still there, but got condemned.
I know it was a new bar, but do you know anyone who frequented the establishment while it was in service?
the owners?
There were a few people. The bar maiden was weird.
Do you know where she is?
Yeah, she got kicked out of the city.
Was she at the police station the other day?
Nope.
Oh.
I think it was because of something the bar did.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
She got kicked out of the city, I'm imagining, 4 months ago then.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not leaving the city to chase down this barmaid.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, does
Yeah.
she happen to live in a hut brewing potions house?
Oh my god.
I don't know. She might.
Was her name Zuno?
Zuno?
Rings a bell, actually. Yeah.
God damn it!
Oh,
God.
oh my god.
It took the cowboy to figure this all out, and you fucked it before he even got there. Dang it.
Do you remember what she told you?
No.
That she was banned from Terravon.
Oh, I do remember that. Yes. But
for serving potions at a bar.
oh,
Oh no.
damn it. Okay, well, hey, it's been a month since we played, but fuck, it all comes together.
Roll
She-
out the barrel.
I see. We've met her actually.
Okay.
Do you have any family in the city?
No, I'm pretty sure
might-
not.
We might need to go and stop and see Zuno and ask if she knows a certain. I've forgotten his name and wanted to say Lewis instead of Wesley because there's a lot of the same letters.
Shut up, Wesley.
God,
Yeah.
Wesley and Lewis are both such unfortunate names and they have such an overlap of letters.
So, let's see. So Zuno's hut or Lowtown Prison.
Do we want
Zuno's
to?
hut. Why not?
All right.
Why not?
I want to play into Angela's backstory and have him be impatient and like, no, we are so deep into this investigation now.
Dingo's tuned up and he's like, nah, you gotta take this step by step, guys. You don't want to rush first into shit. Just fucking Angela is just like boiling over.
Angela is just, I just want to go to the prison and I just want to confront him and have a big boss fight and it'll be very cool.
So he can rip all his clothes off like a Yakuza character to how Buffy is.
He's actually not buff. He's actually someone who's got one of those like inverted chests. And he's
Oh, yeah. He's actually really fat, but you can't tell because he wears a lot of wavy clothes. But he has got a big Yakuza tattoo on his back.
So,
It's of an anthropomorphic cloud blowing.
it's actually it's of the Michelin Man.
Angela of House Michelin. Of the Michelin Dojo.
I don't know why a Yakuza tattoo of the Michelin Man is cracking me up so much.
Be the first of your characters with a big Yakuza tattoo.
What was that?
Wouldn't even be the first of
Yeah.
your...
I don't think Vigor has a big Michelin Man tattoo.
No, he has a dragon.
Yeah.
Vigor kind of looked like the Michelin Man.
Okay, so if you're heading to Zuno's hut, it's going to be evening probably by the time
Okay.
All
you
right.
get there.
As we walk to Zuno's hut, we should do a bit more character stuff because I still don't know who any of these guys are.